This video again is all based around databases, and the main focus here will be about creating forms, making a form and maybe adding and editing a form. Forms are something that are required generally all the way through. It's something you could probably learn at National 4. It's something that is assessed at National 5, and I would expect to be assessed at higher. So what we've got is a simple database to make a form, much like a query and a bit like formula. It's quite easy. They've got a wizard for it. So we go to create, and then form wizard. You can design a form yourself, but it's much more simple and much more straightforward to go to form wizard. Now when form wizard appears, always just make sure you're looking at the correct table. If you've got multiple tables and you've got relationships, you can choose the field you want to impart from different tables. For now, we've got one table. It's nice and simple and straightforward. So let's just say we want to impart the first 5. There we go. In fact, let's put them all in. And let's go to next. You choose a design you want to. I'd always recommend doing a form to go for the first one columnar. That means you've got one record generally per page. It makes it more simple to print out. And next, as always, give your your form a reasonable title. Makes it much more easy to find and to print if it's got a proper name. This database is all about holidays in Spain, so holidays in Spain would certainly be a reasonable title to use. And on this occasion, let's just finish. Now when your form appears, it will look something roughly like this. You'll have records and you'll have fields in another format. It's your responsibility to look at the form and make sure everything is visible. And you can see just now right here that not all of the word accommodation is visible. The data is a bit truncated. Now it's your responsibility to look at that as an admin student and think, hang on, that's not right. I need to fix that and make it more presentable. To do that, we go to a part of the form called form view. So up here at view and then design. Now what we're going to do here to improve our layout so that all the word accommodation is visible is to, first of all, let's make our page width to about 13. And we've got name of accommodation selected here. Let's just extend the width of this box and try to extend accommodation like so. Now that won't be entirely neat because they're sort of overlapping, but let's highlight them all, and a handy tool in this version of Access is to go to Stat, and that will reorganize them all, and everything should be neat and flush. There we go, all terms are visible, and we can cycle through all of our records down here. If you were, say for instance, wanting to add a new record, there's a little forward arrow with a star here. If you click on new blank record, you can add a new record to your form for whatever that may be. In design view, if you wanted to add some details to it, such as a footer, first of all, footer down here, form footer, this black double arrow, if you left click and hold down, you can extend your line like so to give some space. Also, if you right click in the middle of it, anywhere, you'll get an option for page header and form footer, which are different kinds of headers that you can have to add if you must. In the instance you're adding a header, you always use the label. Don't confuse it with the text box here. Always go for the label. And say, for instance, that would be your name, possibly, or maybe a reference. then maybe you'd have your name at the bottom. That's roughly how you would set up a form. Going back to our form view. It's going to show you how to print a specific record, which is something you'll probably have to do at National 5 and higher, but as I'm not connected to a printer, it might be a little bit more difficult. So we go to File and Print. And you have to make sure you've got this selected records. That'll probably be the one that you have on your screen, but it'll be much more easy and straightforward to look at when you're actually set up and connected to a printer. So this was forms at National 5. There'll be another couple of videos on the way for forms at higher. Thanks.